Okay, so you should see number 2 now. Now, counting down to 1, and that's me. And I made it with the iPhone. Okay, anyway, so harnessing AI for effective language learning and presentation by me. So, what comes to your mind when you hear AI or generative AI? That's probably ChatGPT, and probably most of you have heard of ChatGPT, but may not know what GPT stands for. So GPT, the Chat Generative Pre-trained Transformer, and that was launched in November of 22. So that's about 2 years ago. So that's still a young-born baby, and it is growing so much. So just like a computer used to grow so rapidly, ChatGPT or generative AI is growing so fast. So even if, say, half year difference, it has grown so much and it can do a lot. Now, talking about AI, I want to talk about Alan Turing. He was born in 1912 and passed away in 1954, and he was only 41 years old. And the reason I want to introduce him is he's called the father of AI. So he is an English mathematician, and once again, he's a father of AI. And one of his great accomplishment was he decoded Nazi Germany's impenetrable Enigma code. Any of you heard of Enigma code? Maybe, maybe not. Well, so that's Nazi Germany's code during World War II, and it was believed to be simply impossible to decode. But Alan Turing decoded this Nazi Germany's code by using the computer he made back in like 1940s, and he was really genius. And he made a Turing test back in 1950, and it checks a person can tell the difference between chatting with another person or chatting with a machine by replies. So that's exactly what we are doing right now. So we use ChatGPT like chatting with another person, and we don't think we are chatting with a machine. So he came up with this idea like 70 years ago. So I would say he was way ahead of his time by 70 years. And if he's alive now, well, if he's alive, he's going to be more than 100 years. But if he's alive now, he was really greatly honored. But anyway, oh, so what do students think about AI? So I had a little survey to my Japanese students, and if I asked this to my English writing student, the reply is probably different. But for my Japanese students, they don't want to use AI too much because they know they can't use AI while they are taking tests. It's a closed book test. It's not an open book, so they can't use AI. So if they use AI for their homework, they are not going to learn much. So they know it. So they don't want to use too much AI. But so how students can use AI? So as I was talking a little earlier, you can use AI like a tutor, human tutor. And there are three ways you can use. One is unwise way or stupid way, if I say it in the plain English. And the second is a little bit wise way. And the third one is a wise way. And I am going to talk a lot about the wise way to use AI. But let me show you some examples of unwise way. So unwise way is like this. What is the answer to this? I go blank Tokyo. And AI gives you the answer right away. So that's really stupid. You are simply wasting time. And a little bit wise way is, I think the answer to this is of. Is this correct? Like I go of Tokyo. So we're going to see what kind of reply you get with ChatGPT. And wise way, let's get wise. So let's think how tutors teach. So instead of giving answer directly, tutors give hints so learner can come up with the answer. So we can use the prompt, make the prompt. So the let AI think that you are that AI, you are a tutor. So don't give me the answer right away. Let me think. So that kind of prompt we want to use. And I made it's like a programming. It's like a programming a computer. So it's like you program the AI. You are a tutor. Let me think. Don't give me the answer right away. So that kind of prompt. So I made that kind of prompt. And I am going to share the prompt with you later. Anyway, so not so wise way. Is this correct? So this is a really stupid way of using AI. So I made the video for 40, it's a 47-second video. So let me share it with you. So is this correct? I go at Tokyo. So let's see how it goes. So I am going to share a still photo of the screen. So even if you can't read it right now, don't worry. So next, I was born on March. So it says correct is I was born in March. Okay, so let's take a look at the still screenshot. So I asked, is this correct? I go at Tokyo, and of course that's not right. So the reply ChatGPT gave me is, yeah. So it says the correct sentence would be I go to Tokyo. In English, we use to, not at, with verbs like go to indicate direction or destination. And here is how it works. And it gave some other sentences. So it simply gave you the correct answer is this. So it gave a little explanation, but not much. So, you are not learning much. And another example, I was born on March. So the feedback was the correct sentence would be I was born in March. And in English, we use in, not on, when talking about months, years, seasons, blah, blah, blah. So once again, you're not learning much. So you just see the right answer right away. You don't really have to think. Now, little bit wise. So help me learn. You tell ChatGPT, I want to learn. So help me. So next video is 48 seconds. Okay, so I want to learn English. So help me. Is this correct? So I'm going to copy paste it. And it said you are close. And another wrong sentence. So I was born on March. So copy paste it. Okay. Now, so the prompt I gave was, I want to learn English. Help me. And is this correct? Oh, if this is correct. So I go at Tokyo, and ChatGPT said, you are close. But instead of at, use to for this sentence. Here's the correct way to say it. I go to Tokyo. You could also say, I'm going to Tokyo. I went to Tokyo. Using to shows movement toward the place. So it gave you a little background of a reasoning or why you have to use to, but you see the correct answer right away. So once again, you are thinking a little, but not as much as you should be thinking. And the next is I was born on March. So once again, is this correct? Help me. And once again, you can see the correct sentence right away. And I gave a little bit of an explanation. So this is a little bit wise, but not really super wise. Okay. Now, next is more wise. So the prompt is don't give me the answer directly. Don't give me the direct answer. And also later on, I asked ChatGPT, please give me the feedback, both Japanese and English. It's because most Japanese, not Japanese, most English learners, they are learning English, so they may not fully understand the reply ChatGPT gave. So ask ChatGPT, give me a reply in Japanese, in any languages like Chinese, Korean, Vietnamese, Filipino, Spanish, whatever. Okay, so next video is 1 minute and 35 seconds. So I want to learn English. So instead of giving me correct sentence, oh, and copy paste it. So it didn't give me the answer directly. But yeah, I don't understand English. So give me in Japanese and English. So in English, blah, blah, blah. And now it's giving the feedback in Japanese. So this is really good. Like, those who are learning English just for a year or two, they probably don't understand what GPT generated. Now, I enter the answer at, which is incorrect. So once again, it gives the explanation both in English and Japanese. And I think I entered something else next. Yeah, of. Yeah, you can just go on and on forever. I think I entered the right answer next. Yeah, so it said the correct preposition is in. Okay, so let's take a look at the still shots. So I want to learn English. Instead of giving me correct sentence, let me learn. Please don't give me the answer. Let me think. And I copy pasted it. Oh, and I skipped one, but so you can see on top. Sorry, I'm learning English. I don't quite understand. Can you give me your feedback both in English and Japanese? And the ChatGPT said, in English and in Japanese. Basically, it's just a translation. So if your native language is, say, Chinese, Korean, whatever, you can ask to give the feedback in your native language. Oh, by the way, do any of you ever tested or tried how many languages ChatGPT can handle? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, once I asked, please translate like how are you, a good morning in as many languages as you can. And it gave me the reply in more than 50 languages. So it can handle a ton, lots of languages. Maybe, the question, good morning or how are you, that was a really simple phrase, so it gave me more than 50. But considering it can do more than 50, I believe it can handle like the languages we teach in K-12 or in university. Anyway, so I gave a correct answer. On top you see at, so that's a wrong answer. So it said, good try, you're close, but at is usually used for specific point in time, blah, blah, blah. And next I entered of, and it gave me some explanation. Now, finally, human-like tutor prompt. So it took me like several weeks to make this prompt. So I, I made the prompt like a computer programming. My undergrad background, my undergrad degree is a computer science engineering. So it was like I went back to my old field and it was fun. But anyway, I am going to show you the video. This is a 2 minutes and 20. It's just example is in Japanese. So, but after this Japanese example, I am going to show you an English preposition example. So even if you don't fully understand the Japanese example, don't worry, I'm going to show you the English example later. Anyway, let's take a look at the Japanese example. Okay, so the prompt, that's the prompt I made. Copy the code and paste it to ChatGPT and send it. And it is trying to understand the prompt. And it said understood. And I am going to enter incorrect sentences. Okay, so both are incorrect. The feedback, so I entered 2 sentences, but I told it to give the feedback one at a time. So you see the blank spot, that's the incorrect particle. So copy paste it and you can easily just fill in the blanks. And both are incorrect. And once again, it gives you the blanks. And once again, you can enter. The first one is incorrect. The second one is correct. So if the reply is correct, it just it is not fair. Only the incorrect ones are empty. Now this is incorrect, and it asks you, would you like to move on to the next? And I type yes, and it goes to the next sentence. So copy paste, and that's incorrect. And the second answer is correct. And I can copy paste and enter the answer again. Yeah, so it can go like this. Oh. Okay, so after I gave the prompt, so that's the incorrect sentence, I copy pasted it. But I told the prompt I made is give me the feedback one at a time. Because if you see the feedback for 2 sentences, that's too much. You can't really, work on 2 sentences at the same time. So I told the prompt, I programmed it so that it gives you the reply or feedback 1 sentence at a time. And it gives you the assessment, and it gives you the hint, and if the answer is incorrect part would be the blank. And you can simply copy paste it into the chat window, and you can easily fill in the blanks. So that's I gave the my reply. The second blank was correct. So that is left as with the correct answer, and only the incorrect part is blank. So this is correct. And okay, now I am going to show you the English example, and this should make much more sense to you. So basically the same programming or prompt. So I just changed it to for English preposition. And I am going to share the prompt later on, both Japanese prompt and the English preposition prompt. And I'll give you some time to play with it. So you can watch a video for the English video, 2 minutes and 3. Okay, so that's the prompt. Copy it and paste it and let it understand. Wait just a few seconds. And it says memory updated, so it follows the prompt now. So I'm going to copy 2 sentences, but it gives the reply one at a time. So the first sentence, I go at Tokyo. It gives you the assessment and it gives you the hint. And at is wrong, so it's a blank. So I go blank Tokyo. So you can simply copy paste and just fill in the blank. So I go in Tokyo. Is it right? Is it wrong? So that is wrong. And it once again gives you the assessment and the hint. And once again, there's a blank. So I go to Tokyo. So it says correct. Great job. You want to go to the next sentence? And I typed yes, and the next sentence shows up. So I was born blank March, born at March. And that's wrong. You can work on it one more time. You can born from March, and that's wrong. You can work on it again. And what did I do? Oh yeah, right answer. Yeah, so it can go like this. Okay, so let's take a look at the still screenshot. So click on the copy code and it gets copied to your clipboard and you can go to ChatGPT and paste it. And these are the wrong sentences. So I go in Tokyo, the assessment. The preposition in is used for being inside or within the place, not for going to a destination. When talking about movement toward a location, a different preposition is needed. And the hint, consider which preposition is used to show movement toward a place or direction. Would you like to try again? You can copy paste below. So you can copy paste, I go blank Tokyo, and that's highlighted. And you can copy paste it. And I entered born on March. And once again, it gives you the assessment and gives you the hint. And once again, you can copy paste the highlighted part. So I was born at March. Once again, it's wrong. And I entered from. I was born from March. And once again, that's wrong. And finally, I gave the correct answer. I was born in March. And it asks you, would you like to move on to the next sentence? So only after getting the answer correctly, you can move on to the next sentence. Oh yeah. And the next video is the last video I am going to share. So it gives you English and Japanese both feedback. So I showed it something similar to you earlier, but it's the detailed reply. Okay, so it's a quick, short video, only 30 seconds. So let's take a look. So still learning English, don't fully understand. So it gives the reply, assessment, and hint in two languages. So copy paste the sentence with the blank and just fill in the blank. Oh, oh, yeah, that was it. Okay, so once again, the still shots. So I'm still learning English, so I don't fully understand. Still don't understand what you said. Can you give me the feedback both in Japanese and English? And the next sentence, please. I study on the library. And assessment, the use of on is incorrect here. The preposition on typically inco, or I can't see. Surface for locations like building, a different preposition is used, and it basically says the same thing in Japanese. And hint, once again, both English and Japanese. And sentence, the highlighted sentence with a blank, you can simply copy paste for easily uh, moving on. So the summary is how to use the AI. So student can use AI like a tutor. And when we use ChatGPT or AI like a tutor, prompt is important. So we should let the AI think it's a tutor. So it is important to tell the AI not to give the answer right away. So once again, prompt is important. And thank you very much for listening. And that's me. And I am going to share the prompt now. So I am going to stop sharing my screen. And I am going to send the Japanese particle prompt and the English preposition prompt right now. So you can you can try it. Okay. So I send the Japanese particle prompt and English preposition prompt. So you can copy paste it and go to the pages I made, and please try it and share your feedback. Yeah, if any of you have any problem, just let me know. I do what I can. Yeah, in the previous session, one person somehow couldn't go to the English prompt. I think he was using a VPN or something and couldn't go. But anyway, you should be able to go. Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, let me know how it's going. Oh, by the way, the correctness, like I use the paid chat GPT, uh, the accuracy is like 95, 96, oh, close to 100%. But when I use the free version, when it's free and if it's using ChatGPT 4, the accuracy is close to 90. But if it goes to a really free version, if you use up today's limit for ChatGPT and it goes to a really early version like ChatGPT 3, the accuracy goes down to maybe 80, 70 to 80%. So it depends on which version of ChatGPT you use. And earlier in the earlier session, like those who are at DOE instead of ChatGPT. I forgot the name, but different AI is used. My prompt should work for other AI, but maybe you have to tweak a little bit, but it should work. And if it gives you a strange reply, you can tell oh, I didn't like that. Please change your reply like this. So you can train your AI in the way you want. Okay, anyone grab a mic or turn on your webcam and or share your screen and share your experience with everyone if you want. Okay. Guy, how's it going? Yeah, anyone else?
It's it's going really well, thanks.
Oh,
I'm just
okay,
playing with it
good.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really convenient the way you provided the code,
Oh, yeah,
and
yes.
yeah, I really appreciate that. Can I share with our ESOL
Oh,
faculty?
of course, yeah, no
Yeah.
problem. Yes.
All right, thanks.
Take alternative answer like 学校の宿題を it should, yeah, it should it should give you the same reply, but yeah, like it should give the blank and it should give you the explanation. Okay. Spencer, how's it going?
Oh, yeah, thank you. Good, good. I was just thinking about how it works beautifully
Oh yeah,
for the
yeah, good.
English. I'm thinking about
Yeah.
how I could adapt it for Portuguese and
Oh
Spanish.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
just
it should be easy to tweak. So,
yeah,
yeah.
just
So,
change, put just
copy
different
paste my
language.
prompt and
Yeah,
change to I don't know how it's called in Spanish or other languages, like, the Spanish equivalent of a preposition. So check the preposition for Spanish or, you can do
yeah.
it like,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you. Very cool.
Yeah,
I
sure, sure.
appreciate
No
this. Thank you.
problem. Yeah. So please feel free to share this with your students or, anyone. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Anyone want to share your screen? Maybe not. So I used the word program because I try to avoid to use human language because human language, a chat GPT can misunderstand. So if you can use human language to tweak, but it may misunderstand. So if ChatGPT misunderstands what you said, just send a prompt again, like, oh, I told you this, but you misunderstood this. That's not what I meant. Please do it like this. So you can just do it over and over, and you can refine. And then after everything works, ask the chat GPT, please generate what we've been doing. I want to share what we've been doing with, say, everyone or with my students, so that please generate in a way it is shareable. And you can share that with their students or with whoever you want to share with.
Yeah, that's a good point about
Yeah,
the human language. I've
yeah.
That runs contrary to what I've been like reading and doing, but I have when I played with it, I had to intervene with human language, and then it proceeded to just do the sentence for me rather than fall back to the original instruction.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
in English sentence, I thought, say, there's no way to misunderstand, but ChatGPT sometimes misunderstand. That happens.
The
But
reason it
yeah,
got
yeah, go ahead.
confused, I had a sentence with two clauses, and it only worked on the preposition in the first clause. Um, so I reminded it using English, hey, what about that second clause? And it said, oh, sure enough, here's how to correct it. I
Yeah.
mean, not bad, but
Hmm.
a nice follow-up to a tight lesson.
Hmm.
Um, when we use it in my class, we always do it in the classroom,
Hmm.
so it's a more controlled environment,
Hmm.
just for this particular reason.
Yeah. 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 So, the accuracy for the preposition or a particle is like 95, close to 100. So I was able to make it to that level. But I am working on the prompt for translation. So English to Japanese translation. The accuracy is now like 70, not quite 80, 70 some percent. So, and I'm working on it for about 2 months. So it may take, it may not, it will take more time, but ChatGPT is only 2 years old and it is still growing really fast. So maybe pretty soon the accuracy of translation evaluation will be very good. And yeah, both ChatGPT advances and maybe my prompt will improve. So both, both get better. And hopefully pretty soon my student can use ChatGPT to work on their translation. Because my students, it's 100% online, so I can't give feedback, translation feedback, real time. So they can use ChatGPT. Yeah, anyone else? Any comments, feedback? We got about 4 minutes left. Oh, by the way, if you want me to tailor my prompt to whatever language, yeah, give me some samples. Yeah, give me some incorrect, incorrect one, correct ones. If I have the sample, I can do that. Yeah. Okay, I guess just a few minutes away, so why don't we end the session? So once again, please feel free to share the prompt with your students or with your colleagues. And if you have any problems, just let me know. I'll be happy to help everyone. Okay, so thank you very much for coming and have a nice day. Bye.